So, how is the research going for your book? What are you tripping out on now?
So now I had to go a little deeper, and I bought some books because I got a bunch of papers that are super interesting.
So, which one is that?
That's the whole ancient DNA that has been recovered from archaeological remains. And for a long time, they couldn't really go back far in time, and now with those new DNA stuff, not only they can tell us that actually Homo sapiens got plenty Neanderthal and Denisovan, but they can really recognize the genius looking at the DNA in a bone, and it makes things a lot more complicated than the evolution of one genius to the other. Actually, Homo erectus stayed on the planet for 1.5 million years. And through that evolution, he lived from Spain to Asia, basically to the Tibetan plateau, lowest plateau in China. And through that evolution in time, their body adapted so much to the place where they were living that it changed their body. The living organism adapted to the
Local
location.
environment.
It's pretty trippy. Because I wrote about it in the past, but I find a lot more about it.
So, how does this all tie to your ultimate work, which is hashish and humans making hash?
I know, I get sidetracked a little. No, but to get the origin of hash, I need the origin of cannabis, okay? So I started with the origin of cannabis. But then when I go to the origin of cannabis, I have to understand how the planet was at that time. And then I have to pick up the kind of the dissemination road that the plant took, and from that I had to connect it to the oldest remain of genus Homo. That's 2.1 million years in China, right there next to the birthplace of cannabis. So that first I did all the Homo erectus, and then if Homo erectus had the plant for 1.5 million years, then the genius after needed or to find it by themselves or to get the knowledge for that. So now I'm trying to connect the dots so that the knowledge could have possibly passed down from, especially the erectus, to the Neanderthal and Denisovan. And I have the connection. They live in the same place. They all live in the same place. Like there must have been some pretty, comment on dit ça, climatic regions that were not really changing too much with the up and down of the glacial edge, that have been corridor of migration for animal and the different Homo genius that move from Europe and Africa. It's pretty bon. It's I was fascinated by it when I was young, but now it reached a level that is pretty badass. And one specific to India also.
So, what else are you reading?
What else am I reading?
You didn't show me the second one.
The second one is a brief.
That looks good.
Yeah. It's all the human history through gene, because you can trace them better than, and you can trace the migration of humanity and the different wave of mixing genius and stuff. It's super fascinating, super complicated, and we did a lot of interspecies sexy party. I mean, seriously, it's like, there must not have been that much difference between all those homos that they could not only have sex, but actually have babies half-half that survive thousands of years after them through generations. It's like, we were very close.
Okay, so it's going to be a while before we get into hash making, I guess.
No, actually, là, I'm practically at the end of the the genus before Homo sapien, and after when I kick in Homo sapien, it gets a little easier because I can use a lot of data from Robert Clark and stuff like that. From Robert Clark, it's fine-tuned all the key point of the evolution of the plant. So now I can put it back to all those key points of the evolution of humanity, and they fit, like the Caucasus Mountain. It's trippy like crazy. But it's all making it up myself. I mean, I'm using archaeological data, but then I'm making my own story about it. If we have to be clear about that. Huh?
You're good at making stories.
Yeah, I'm good at making stories. Yeah.
Okay, well, we will catch up with you in the future.
Yeah.